and I'm here with part 2 of answering your number 1 questions. The first question we have today is, how do you fight the weight around your middle, especially as you enter middle age? Number 1, I would say with this program, I think you need to clean up the sources and the quality of your eating and your drinking. You need to include exercise that's intense enough that is actually going to help change your body composition, and also your hormones. Get your hormones tested, get them checked out. It could be something that even just food and exercise isn't going to help. Stress can be a factor. That can definitely be a factor in the midsection. I personally use bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I started it not too long ago, and it has helped 100%. Menopause, I don't necessarily believe that weight gain around the middle is necessarily a direct result of menopause. It's obviously the hormonal changes, but I don't know that it is 100% has to happen. I know you're probably looking at me like, you're 40, you're not 50 yet, wait till you get there. Well, maybe, but I just think you honestly need to ask yourself, say you're 50 now, look back when you were 40. Were you in great shape? Were you super fit back then? What about when you were 30? When did it really start changing for you? Number 1, I don't want people to get stuck on the number and use it as a crutch and use it as an excuse. There's too many pictures out there. There's too many people that I've seen that are lean, they're fit, and they're healthy that are well over 50. So just try not to get that in your head that I'm this way because of this stage of my life. Start cleaning it up now. It's not the end. Okay, question number 2. I would love to be able to build muscle and become more lean without intense cardio. Well, I believe the intense part is what is important, not spending a lot of time doing cardio. And that's the beautiful thing, is it's better for you, better for your heart, better for your fitness level, better for your muscles to do shorter bursts of high intensity work and not that slow, steady state cardio all the time. Yes, there is a time for lower intensity work, and that's why I've included a day of recovery exercise during your week to help balance it out, so you're not constantly under that stress, but you bring yourself down to balance it out. It pains me to see the same people day after day at the gym, trudging along on the treadmill for an hour, doing the elliptical machine. It's number 1, it's aging. It's more aging on your body. Our bodies were not meant to be under that constant stress for so long. Plus, it's not going to change you. There's nothing intense about it. So, say you went out for a jog. It's okay sometimes, but as soon as you're done with that jog, you're pretty much done burning those calories. With the higher intensity work or the burst training, you're going to continue to burn those calories for like the next 24 hours, depending on how long you've spent, how intense your work actually was. Not only does the higher intensity burst training help us more with our body composition and our weight loss and our fitness level, but also anti-aging. It's better for our bodies to work for a little bit and recover, work hard and recover. So it not only ages our insides and our heart more, but it's also going to start reflecting on outward aging. Think about wrinkles. Think about the long distance runners that have been doing that their whole life. They don't look as good. They look older. They have, saggier skin from all the constant pounding of the pavement. Or 2, what I did mention in previous information in our emails is it is important to check your adrenals and your cortisol level and those hormones first. So we need some recovery. We need some lower intensity days. Okay, the next question is, will this program bring more energy at my age of 51? Sometimes I feel these programs work better for younger people. I want to succeed even at my age. The goal of this program is to help anyone who is concerned with improving their health and their fitness as they age, and to help slow down that process and hopefully reduce the risks of many health issues that we associate with aging. So my answer is yes. The exercise portion may need to be modified some, as I mentioned before, but 51 is definitely not too late to improve yourself and to feel successful. Now is the time when your health becomes even more important than when you were younger. Okay, the next question is from somebody who says she is not an overeater. In fact, the opposite. I eat pretty healthy but still gained during menopause. How can I get my metabolism kick-started again? Every doctor tells me it's menopause. Not eating enough can be a problem too. So that's my problem with a lot of these, I won't mention the name, but some of these programs that push low calorie all the time. They're successful because people lose weight doing that, but who sticks to that? Number one, nobody. Number two, you're also burning your muscle tissue, which in turn is going to slow down your metabolism. So you need to make sure you're eating enough that you can maintain your muscle mass. That's why I recommend not eating less than 1,200 calories on a consistent basis. An occasional fast, that's fine, but that's why I want your calories to go down a little. They should go up a little, like this. Feast, famine, not in constant feast mode all the time, like most people are, because food is so convenient. I believe with making these changes, eating in this different way, changing your macronutrients is probably going to be the kickstart that you need. Throwing in the intermittent fasting, which I'm guessing you probably haven't done before. Hopefully all of those things combined with weight training, which is important. We need to build muscle, which is our metabolic tissue. The more muscle you have, the more you can eat without gaining weight, and the more calories you're going to burn at rest. Okay, the last one we're going to go over today is about eating out. With a busy lifestyle, eating out is almost impossible to avoid. How do you pick what's okay and not okay when forced with limited casual menu selections? Eating out is definitely not ideal, especially when you're working on good, clean eating, but it's also unavoidable at times. So prepare in advance the best you can with the rest of the day if you know that you're going to be eating out, as the cleanliness of the food isn't necessarily going to be an option at places like that, unless you go to a nicer, like farm to table type restaurant that are using locally sourced foods, and you can actually read and know and talk to the people about what they're actually serving you. So by eating higher fat earlier can help curb your appetite for when you actually do have to eat out. I would just limit your portions if you can when you're out, like if you're at a business lunch or something and feel like you have to eat. Choose a smaller portion with meat and a veggie whenever possible. Obviously, we're going to stay away from the fries and the bread basket. Pass on those. You can also, if you don't mind being one of those people, you could even travel with, a little bit of your MCT oil, or if you have a good quality salad dressing, or make it yourself at home. They have those little travel size containers. Take it with you. Put it on your salad. Have that instead. Just watch all the extra salad toppings. That's what gets people in a lot of trouble. The croutons and the dried cranberries and the sugary walnuts, the carbs and the sugar and whatever is in their mystery dressing really adds up. The last thing I'll say to consider when you're eating out, this could be a chance to be kind of a meatless meal. Yeah, I love a good steak, and I'm gonna get a good steak when I go to a restaurant sometimes, but the quality of meat out there and what you're probably gonna get at most restaurants, unless again it's like a local place, or seafood that you know what kind of seafood you're getting because you're out on the coast and they tell you it's local, or Gulf shrimp or whatever. This could be a meal that should maybe be more vegetarian. Go for some more of the vegetables, a salad. if there's a decent soup. And then, think about adding your fats to it. The other thing to mention about fats at a restaurant is that little thing of whipped butter. It's not real butter. The oil they give you, that's olive oil, and the thing, or for your bread, or for what you're not eating, or your salad dressing, it's not real olive oil. Okay, so just keep those in mind. So if you think you're being good, or you're going to a salad bar and you're putting all that kind of oil and vinegar, just so you know, it's probably vegetable oil. I hope this helps. I hope that helped you think about what to order at restaurants. When you're trying to lose weight, it's best to avoid as much as you can, but it's all going to happen. We all enjoy going out to eat, myself included. So just be a little more mindful on the full scheme of what your day is going to be, so you can make those better choices. Well, this was part 2, and I will be back to answer more questions. So stay tuned.